guys. Who wants to lead off with the first question? We'll start right here with this gentleman standing next to John.
Guys, both of you are freshmen. So what was the atmosphere today, and was it different than previous games this year?
The atmosphere was great. It was like no other. Coming into this game, we knew it was going to be a pretty intense game. So it was basically about keeping our heads level and, not letting the crowd get to us and things like that, even though it's a home court advantage. But it was great to experience.
We'll go to Steve in the back in the camera rows standing up.
You out-rebounded them earlier in the ball game. Your length really was a problem for them. Reggie, in the second half, they kind of evened things up and down the stretch, had some key boards. What was different in the second half?
Well, I don't feel like nothing was really different. It was a physical game, the whole entire game. But they just they boxed us out a little bit more. But they just did a good job on the boards.
Can we go to the front here?
Reggie, obviously, not the start you guys wanted, but what has this team got to do to get back and in a rhythm? What are you seeing that kind of started 0-2?
Well, we just got to continue to stay focused, continue to practice hard and play hard, take every possession serious on the defense and offensive end, and keep our heads up. It's just the first two games. We got, I think, 16 more to go.
We'll go ahead and go to Adam here, second row to the right of the players.
Robert, you came in and gave, both you and Reggie came in and gave the team a really good lift in the first half. How did you get yourself in the mindset, and what about the emotion that you showed? You were really emphatic in a couple of the plays that you made early.
It's just all about being ready. Whenever your name is called, just be ready to contribute to the team, give coach whatever he wants and needs to help this team win.
And then in the second half, you only played 1 minute after scoring 7 points in 8 minutes in the first half. Was there a reason given for that?
No, sir. But yeah.
Going back to the topic of emotion, this is for either of you guys. Obviously, Ole Miss, they got a couple technicals for getting a little rowdy, I guess you'd say. Do you feel like you matched their intensity today?
Go ahead and start, Rob.
I felt like the first half was great intensity-wise, but down the stretch, I felt like we could have pushed through a little bit harder. But I felt like we were there the whole time as a team, as a group, as a whole. But we have to boost each other up a little bit more.
We'll go ahead and stay in the second row in the middle with Joel.
Robert, for Coach Hallen has talked a couple times in the last few media meetings we've had with him about you guys' defense and improving defensively and having some struggles defending a three-point shot. And, of course, Henson hit several big ones today. What do you guys, I guess it's for both of you really, what are you guys seeing that's kind of leading guys to, be able to be successful from behind the three-point line against you guys?
He just had a rough start, and then he got hot second half. It's just about making the adjustment in game, being prepared for anybody to get hot because this is the SEC. You can't take anybody for granted on the floor. So you just have to be prepared for anybody.
Go ahead, Adam.
Reggie, I'm not sure if you were really out on the perimeter as much, but they're a lot like you in that they have a lot of shooters and they do a lot of things to get different shooters open. So what was the challenge of trying to really try to keep track of so many shooters and then keep track of the screens that they were using so effectively?
Well, leading up to this game, Coach Hallen prepared us well for this game. We went over that stuff about 2-3 days. We just had to remember their tendencies and what they'd like to do, and coaching staff does a good job of reminding us of what they're going to do.
We'll go to Tyler here, front right.
For either of y'all again. Obviously, you weren't here last year, but the team did pretty well in non-conference play, got to conference play, and started racking up some losses. What's sort of the vibe in the locker room amongst the older players right now? Can you tell there's a little bit of fear that the same sort of thing might be happening again?
No, I don't feel like there's any fear. We know how good we are. We know we're going to continue to work hard. We're going to stay uplifted and practice hard, and Coach Allen's going to do a good job with us.
Got time for a couple more for the players. Anybody else? All right, thank you, guys.